So, welcome YouTubers and metal detectors fans. We're today on a new pasture because it's been raining all day. In the morning we've actually had our first sleet of, well, autumn. It's not even winter yet in Bavaria. Today is the 11th of October. It's 3 p.m. It's finally stopped raining. I'm not going on a plowed field because it's much too muddy. We've had rain yesterday. Didn't have time yesterday to go out. So why do I want to do this one? Number one, it is wind shaded, so there's no wind. I'm actually in a little valley, as you can see the valley out there, and goes up the mountains all around me. And another thing is I've already done a few permissions. I done the permission right here, and I found my Papa Bull seal right up in there, and I'm actually now going down here. And the reason why is, if you take a look on the old map, hopefully you can see the road goes actually through the top here. I'm standing right now at the bottom of this corner, but I'm going to move up and then start detecting up there what is right there. And when you take a look, you can see where the firewood is, roughly right there. You can most likely, all you see is like a little bit of white. And then when we come across, there's like a hill coming up, and then you see the brown right there going into the next part of the wood. Well, that is actually roughly where the path used to be. And through plowing we know that most finds come in, finds that been on the hill or something like that, through plowing get pushed down towards here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just do a test run today. Got a couple of hours and see what happens, and if it's any good, I'm going to obviously detect this more during the time when I can't get on the plowed field. Now, I have over 100 and I think I'm at the moment at 170 odd permissions, and it's plowed fields, it's woodlines and pastures. So I can be choosy and I just do test run, but I still want to keep sort of in the time in one area, do one area first and then carry on going along depending on the time I have to detect. So let's go on, get carried on, and you see what I find as we go along. So just got away from the car, got my first find coming in bronze, between bronze and 1 cent. The depth of about 2 inches, so it is, and I'm literally, whoops, just from my car like the first 20 steps. So I'll show you once I dig it out. So let's see what we got. Looks like 10. I've already seen it. Okay, yep, 10. Trash. So, second find. Staying steady just below the 1 cent piece on the Garrett. And not very deep neither again. And it sounds nearly the same as before. 10. Yeah, it can. So let's do a live dig again and see if I find history or trash. Your guess is as good as mine. And remember, on pastures that don't get dug, always do a nice plug. A little bit bigger if you don't know how big it is at the bottom. And then later on you can close it too pretty easy. So oh, interesting. Don't know yet what it is, but it's round, it's copper, and it seems to have some kind of imprint right there. So I'll have to clean it up when I'm home. But not quite sure if it's actually trash. So like I said, if you do a nice plug, you can always put it nicely in again, and then the farmers don't mind. You go on the permissions. Okay, so always recheck your holes, because I have another piece coming in. It's actually jumping below the 5 cents, so it's not going to be anything much. Mostly it's not, say it like that. It's actually right next to the hole I just dug. I mean, this is the plug right there. I just dug, and it was supposed to be sitting right next to it. So let's take a look. Looks like a little piece of that. Yep, it is. A little piece of that copper. And the third find coming in at 10 cents. 2 inches down. Let's take a look. Well, I think I can see something silver right there. Yeah. So let's see. And the next find. Yeah, where is it? Right there, coming in straight. Oh, it's jumping pretty well. Let's go an all metal. Still high. Let's take a look if I can find it. Well, dug a plug, as you can see right there, and now I'm getting some kind of sock. That's strange. A sock. Okay. I'm sure it doesn't have metal in it, so I'll have to make the hole bigger. Actually looks like an army sock. So let's see. Still not to the bottom. Okay, try. Oh well, I broke it. It's actually, I don't know what, it's copper of some kind, and I'm sure it's not too old. And it was actually, I don't know if you can see the imprint right there. So if people say Garrett can't go very deep, I mean, that's a pro pointer right there. And if you take a look at my spade, that's actually the full length of my spade, finding that piece right there. And that was actually laying standing up. As you can see right there, there's the imprint right there. So there you go. Just had the next find. Coming straight in at the between the 5 cent and the foil on the Garrett Ace 250. And I just got the plug out, and let's take a look. Okay, what we got? Looks like a button or something like that. Oh yeah, there you go. Nice copper button. That's pretty thin. Just the rest of it there. I have to be very careful cleaning that. It's already just breaking by trying to get the dirt out. Okay, good. And I don't know if you can see properly, most likely waving pretty well, coming right across. And at the top is our house. So I can actually watch down onto this field all the time. And it's not looking too good with the weather. There you go. That's what it looks like down from here. Well, just got an interesting find. It's the first time I've seen a cartridge like this. It's like coldness. It is thin at the front and pretty wide at the back, you know. And it's a RWS 6.5 times 5.8R or something like that. I know normally the cartridges have the same size all the way along, but this one actually gets thin to the front. So, new one to me. I think I'm going to keep this one actually. It's the first time I've seen that. I have to take a look at my cartridge book or at work, see if the people know it. Or maybe you guys know it. So I'm going to leave now the permission number 6 down here between Rostal and my town. And because I'm not finding anything real good. This button, even though it looks nice, I believe I've seen these buttons from the 1960s, something like that, and that's what it looks like. Also very, very thin, and the top is missing. So this could be, I don't know, just a little, not even a rank or something like that. So, and this actually I think belongs together. When you go like that, and it looks like maybe a part of the exhaust of it. The cartridge is interesting because, like I said, it gets thinner at the top, and then you have the normal crap, you know, medicine, light bulb fixture and stuff like that. So I'm going to go to the mill, to Max, that is actually just behind the hill right here, where one of the passes always used to go to, and see what I can find there. So I'm now behind the mill, and I'm going to try permission number 22. I haven't done a lot there neither. You've seen already stuff from permission 21, what is actually just behind the trees up here, the fields, what I've done. Seen a couple of digs from there. And I'm behind the mill. Mill's right, I don't know if you can see, but behind the trees, the wood mill. And I actually want to go to the bottom. In the old days, this used to be also the flour, one of the flour mills. And now the flour mill is still in working condition, but it's not being used anymore, and he's built on to it the wood mill, and it runs with water power actually. So, and this field at the bottom, all this area is already very old. It's been around for over 600, 700 years. I think it's first mentioned somewhere around 1200 or 14. I'm not quite sure on this mill right there. But there's another mill right up at the top there. I know that was first mentioned around 1000 or 1000 past Christ, I should say. Not 1000, 1000 past Christ. That was first mentioned in the books. And it's actually 3 mills in this valley going along. You got Becker Mühle, Kreismühle, and then Saarmühle down the bottom, and this is the only one that actually still works for flour if he needed to. And I haven't done the bottom part, so I don't know what to expect down there, but on the behind it there's a field that's actually off limit, and that's from the Neolithic time, and I know what it says in German. And I hang it on just a minute, just have to check the books because I printed it out. And I'm going to be at the back here, and this field right there at the front. used to be a Siedlung der Urnenfelder Zeit. So they're saying that that was actually a village when they were doing the graves in the urn during the urn times. Urnenfelder Zeit, that means at that time they weren't doing the burials anymore in the hill graves, Neolithic times and stuff like that, but this is already going back into the iron times and so on, and that's when they used to bury the dead in urns somewhere. So we'll see. No clue what's going to happen. I know this is going to be a long video today, and it's going to take a hell of a time to upload, but we'll see. It's all fun, having a good time, even though the weather is not so good and it's getting cold. Hope you enjoyed this one too. First find coming in between silver and the 25 cents. Very strong signal. Supposed to be about anywhere between 2 inches down, and no mind luck, it's going to be some kind of crap. I'm not having a lot of luck at the moment, but I will not give up. So it's in there somewhere, right there, and I'm actually right next to the river, and in the back is the mill. So let's take a look. Going to do this as a live dig again. So, yeah. Let's see what kind of trash we get today. Like I said, trash. Vic Vapor Rub. It's actually for Vic Vapor Rub. You have it in England and stuff too, can. So there you go. No good. But keep smiling. Just had a weak signal. Well, when I say just, that's like 5 minutes ago. And I had to dig pretty deep. Now, this is a spade and goes in, and the top of the soil is actually up there. So spade depth, not a bit more. So that's a good, I don't know, about 40 centimeters, like 15 inches. 10 inches is 26, so yeah, about 15 inches. And some kind of iron, whatever, don't know, that's what it is. And gotta clean it first. It's pretty heavy, but it seems to be iron. Oh, yeah, not sure. Okay, and that's what it looks like when you fill up the hole again. Yeah. Of course there's a little bit of dirt, but that'll soon rain in. So there you go. And that's how you, I believe, you should leave always your holes. Doesn't matter if it's the farm or whatever. Close your holes and keep it that way. I appreciated that also. Why? So, got another find at last. Coming in as a 5 cents or just below the bronze. Between 2 and 4 inches, supposed to be. Let's see if we can. Nothing there. Okay. So we gotta dig it. Okay, this live digging is taking a lot of time up. Because obviously I want to show you the sound and how I dig. And like I said, today is not a very good day. Not a very good day at all. And it looks like it's going to stay that way. There you go, don't even have to get the pinpoint out. Bottle top.